NasinuRugby, very good afternoon and warm welcome to Marcelin Grounds here in Vatuanga for this Central Conference Challenge. Top of the table clash this afternoon here in Marcelin. And of course, with me, as always, you've heard of the semi-trailer from the Bristol Bears. Well, I have the pari from Nandera, the one and only Koli. NasinuRugby, my brother.
Yes, sebenarnya NasinuRugby na turang na marama turbo ngonel wataliki na bikim nikel santo ni veitokoni na mati Rewa warang mentar may saraba en sini ko. Mati Nasinu santari tongore.
That's right. Tukana leads this team out, who are looking to solidify this opportunity that they have today in this last round of the Vodafone Vanua Championship. And of course, players to look out for, of course, the one and only Bumaiwai, number 8 for Nasinu, and of course the winger Berra, who's had a really good tournament over the last 5 rounds. Koli.
Yeah. Kanjena todo ko en mati timitel ngai ruangko bombotan ni Santa Sarabo tinon rumaiso dan rara patangango mati timini Rewa panrukagin na mati timin Nasinu. Iyo ni kuah, anak gitu lang harus berta cuma nama tim ini Nasinu tu sabuli teman itu mulmul menutong gitu sauti, erto lebih nak kata merto na bar tatang Rewa, ni rawan ni erto nama ikope berto, narara sena gangga erto mekota, enal mani bitu nama sauti.
And of course, we have a quick look at the Rewa team as they prepare to take the field this afternoon in this match. It's do or die for both teams. Players to watch out for, of course, the halfback Samu Valangi, and of course the first 5 Bulai. 2 big players to watch out for this afternoon, Koli.
Iya kanjena todo ko mebaka usah portati ko mana mati tim ni Rewa tiu kino koe na ngone koe ndo suambonu abatali kina be ko na mati Nasinu ko boto kai chuko mo hal iyo ndi ko en ngai me matala kina na ibuki sene lago ni kito urton mai pokarta ka mena kai matala gori reda na gori na to kuila gori na mati tim ni Rewa.
That's right. As the fans of Rewa are here this afternoon in Marcelin, this is a do or die match for both teams in the Central Conference here of the Vodafone Vanua Challenge. Currently Rewa sits at 14 points, with Nasinu also at 14 points. There's only a 2-point difference between the two teams. And of course, whoever wins makes it through to the quarterfinals next week. Northland are currently at the top of the table in the Central Conference. And of course, whoever wins from this game between Rewa and Nasinu will make it through to the quarterfinals, where they will face Ovalau next week in Ovalau. So everything to play for this afternoon, Koli. Only a 2 points in terms of points difference, but they're both locked at the second and third in the table, and only the top 2 will make it through. So both teams have everything to play for.
Kembali main nang gitu kita saraba ti kong goen dua nang gitu entun men na saraba men dan na tokon bakali bo pambimbi go meron na pala ta ko di birau en nang gaila ko taki ni ta nang gitu.
And it looks like Rewa will be kicking off this afternoon against Ramsami Nasinu. Nasinu have the bigger forward pack as always, but they need to be careful because Rewa, after a slow start, have really come into it. They've got fast backs. Like you said, that number 9 is really good. So we're looking forward to a great match on this beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Vatuanga, Coles.
Yeah, kandian todo ko. Wana mati tim Rewa me baka ke Rewa berta tumai dalam ni bitan gitu saut gitu Nasinu gitu ni Rewa. En ilako ni gitu ko redo cuma mati Nasinu binaka cuma to forward. Berto na mati ni Rewa ko backline erto binaka tikina yo. Nana gelo rain ilako ni gitu na batan ni ko. Menagi matal kina. Ode menanga ilako dake en ilako ni kota final.
Everything to play for this afternoon. 2 teams wanting to make it through to the quarterfinals. We've got a great crowd here, a lot of fans from Rewa, and of course the Nasinu fans are here as well, as the ref is just awaiting the final signal from the officials to kick things off this afternoon. And of course we're looking forward to a great challenge. This will be the last round of the Vodafone Vanua Championship before we move into quarterfinals next week. While we wait for the refs to get started, just have a quick look. Nakulo is leading the Eastern Conference. Central, of course, is Northland. In the Northern Conference, Ovalau is leading, and in the Western Conference, Malolo. So those are the big teams that will be most likely making it through. And of course, we'll wait to see who's going to make it through from this eager, anticipated match between 2 teams really looking to prove themselves and make it through to the next round. And of course, go through to the Skipper Cup, which is what all these teams are fighting for, Koli. And now, of course, just waiting for the ref, just waiting for the signal. And we're off this afternoon. Final round of the Vodafone Vanua Championship. It's a nice high-hanging kick. There's a long breeze behind it. Nasinu have men under it, but the defense from Rewa is there. And then, of course, it's very aggressive in the opening rounds. Nasinu have possession, but they're under a bit of pressure. He decides to take it down the sideline. He has to be careful. He's very close to the touchline. Can't afford to lose possession here. That's the safety option from Nasinu. Decides to clear the ball. And then, of course, that's a good opening play from Rewa this afternoon, Koli.
Kanjina todo ko me pakan nang gitu ke to sarabo tu nalom ni rarango e Marcelin da rani vakavinavinaka batalan kira bi mate tim ke ena buku ni matendangi ando mbula tiko en lom ni rarango ka kila ni jaran ni rabuli minaka mikina rani tu kata nga ena buku ni buno la ko mikir matendangi ran dari tongori ko en ngoni ndo sombun me bon mate tim ndre.
That's right, the boy Malangi, number 9, looking to get in quickly. They're just outside the 22 of Nasinu. Rewa with their first attacking opportunity, but it doesn't go their way. Nasinu now with possession through their big forwards, taken up that time by Wedlock. He has possession and he secured it for Nasinu. They have the ball, they need to clear it quickly. Bit of pressure coming from Nasinu. It's a high hanging kick, it's going to the center of the field. Rewa with options on both sides, but good defense, good one-up tackle from Nasinu on that occasion. They're putting pressure on Rewa. This is what Nasinu is famous for in the first 6 rounds of the Vodafone Vanua Championship. Rewa do have possession, but they're splintered. They need to get men back behind the ball. Decides to clear it. This is that dangerous winger from Nasinu who's had a great tournament so far. That's right, the number 11, Berra, chases his own kick. Misses it, but a good offload from the base there and a good solid tackle from the Nasinu defense. Stopping Rewa in their tracks. They still have possession. They don't want to mess around with it too much. They need to get the ball clear. Nasinu defense has reset. They're spaced down the blind side, but they're going to go for the safety option of clearing the ball from the danger area. A lot of kicking. Both teams know that there's a lot at stake. Berra again wins the ball. Gets it back to the fullback. Tokovo, he manages to clear it, and now Rewa back with possession. Looking for the chip and chase from the forwards. Good take from Berra and a good handoff. But the defense comes in strong from Rewa. He manages to keep the ball in play just outside the 10-meter line. Nasinu back with possession. Prolonged period of play for this session. Both teams eager not to make the mistake, but there it is. The first mistake from Rewa, from Nasinu. That what Rewa was looking for. Rewa with possession, going down the blind side. They have some space. Very delicate chip and a nice take from the Rewa winger. He has possession. He needs support. Nasinu trying to get back. One up running, good solid tackle from Wedlock from Nasinu. Rewa still have possession. A lot of space on the open side. Rewa being patient. They don't want to rush it. This is their first solid attacking opportunity. They're deciding to take it through the forwards. Bossy on that occasion from Rewa. Rewa still have possession going down the blind side. They have a small overlap, but the defense manages to get them. Solid defense from Nasinu. Rewa resetting for another attacking raid. Taken up that time strongly by Tamata. Rewa still has possession. Good solid tackling from Nasinu. Trying to fight for the ball, but he's off his feet. And yes, it is a penalty to Rewa. Good passage of play, Koli, for the first round.
Kanjina todo ko retangan nanono to kampata gitu mego ramati tim dire retana matin mego porta tu mego nanono to halfback nanono bimbi ya to kana polo mawi kini matau retana to ko nelolo ni gitu ko karani kota ta gitu nelolo ni gitu bola kasar to ni kini to lane score.
Rewa not wasting the opportunity. They want to get the 3 points on the board. Get themselves up and running. This is a do-or-die clash for both teams. Basically, you win, you make it through to the quarterfinals. As we see the number 10 for Rewa stepping up, Bulai. This will be his opportunity. Earlier on this afternoon, Koli, we were watching them taking their kicks. Bulai in particular, and he does have a really good boot on him. Can get the distance.
Alam mo nibitan gitu sa uti saron inda wandin tinatakan na natang gitu we konangon ko me baka wala sa do ubar takoti ngor to nongon ko me na bintan bimbi nir to me buto kana puna mamada e wala na na ken totol kapatali ken ngatanga tinebon to.
Bulai lines it up. Ref said it's good, and Rewa take an early lead here in the first half, 3 points to nothing over Ramsami Nasinu. That'll give Rewa a lot of confidence. Nasinu have been the trendsetters after that early victory over Northland in the first round. And this will be a true test for them because Rewa have come to play today. As we see Bola with possession from taking the kick. Nice high hanging kick. Rewa back with the ball. Opts for the safety option, but the ball is still in play. Bit of a mix-up from the Rewa backs. Pressure coming through from Nasinu's winger. Manages to keep the ball in play. Nasinu, this is Berra with the ball once again. He's had a great tournament. He's on the halfway line now. There's a bit of space for Nasinu. Playing the percentages, trying to get them back. Allows the ball to bounce. It's taking time for Rewa to get back there, but they do have possession. Ball's in the middle of the field now. Nasinu with options on both sides. Taken up that time by Salu Solomasi, who has the ball just outside the 10-meter line. Nasinu back with possession. Good rushing defense from Rewa. Rewa defense has been aware to how Nasinu likes to place their attacks through broken play. Tukana with possession from Wedlock once again managed to get the handoff. Looking for the open space. Here he is. Good solid tackle from Rewa on that occasion. They're just outside the 10-meter line of Rewa. Nasinu have possession on the open side. Taken up strongly once again. This is what Nasinu is good. Has been good at all tournament, using their big men to crash the ball forward. Lay a good platform for attack. Nice pop pass on the inside. Couldn't hold on to possession, unfortunately. Now Rewa back with the ball and their advantage. And it's a penalty to Rewa. All the momentum early with Rewa, Koli.
Iya kan dia na todo kon. Are de toni la ni kito ngo or de matang na ruto kito na sinu na lo maningi bisa na kito sauti. Ana ruto kito ngo na matim ni Rewa to mai tidi pakasarangan na fojo lele ni matim ni sinu. Yo ni la ni kito ngo or de ngo bi paka matakali pasarangan na ruto kito matake na matim ni Northland. Matim ni Rewa ruto sa di pakatunga polongo. Ruto ni di pakatunga meto pasarangan ni yo ni sinu. Ke ba korto na kate ruto na pon ruka na matim ni sinu. Yo matim ni sinu. Ukal ni ruto sana buli katung men nabi kaisor to sa nanuto mulumumu. Wa mimi enasan ni backline.
Naka. Rewa with the penalty on the 10-meter line of Nasinu. You can tell that both teams have come in very well prepared for this final match, with both taking every opportunity to try and get possession, not make mistakes, because this is a do-or-die match, Koli.
Kanjir todo ko pero mantangan na mati merong ko panan to rokolo ni kito mai en pulong ko en eastern zone don kan ken na pontong bula.
Just as we say that, Rewa make a mistake in the line out. So now Nasinu with possession, and it looks to be advantage from the line out. It's going to be a free kick to Nasinu. They have the ball. Rewa defense just a little bit too eager on that occasion. Rewa have really watched how Nasinu play their game. They're very mindful of their big forwards. This is how Nasinu takes advantage of the options on both sides. Tap and go that time from Nasinu. They have possession. They're just short of the halfway line. Nasinu, the defense has reset. Nasinu once again tried to break the tackle through their big men. Rewa defense holding through the open side once again. As we see Wangavesi taking the ball up strongly, but they're back where they started from Nasinu. This Rewa defense has locked them up nicely. Good solid rushing defense from Nasinu, from Rewa. Stopping Nasinu, taking them back to their own 10-meter line. They might have to clear it. Under a bit of pressure, Nasinu. Options on both sides for Rewa. Plays the percentages, gets it in the corner. Back for Nasinu is the number 10 bowler. He has the possession, and it's not a good kick. And that's a wonderful take from the Rewa lock Matata, who's got possession back for Rewa. Rewa back with the ball on the open side. Bit of momentum for Rewa. Nasinu trying to use their defense to get the ball back. Nice pass from the halfback from Rewa. Gets them a bit of space. They're just inside the 10, just inside the 22 now. Rewa building their phases slowly, and they have the advantage. Koli, the number 9 for Rewa.
Usa porta ko tingor na ngon indo suambon ngor indo suambon we. Me bakan ninda redan ko nambon na bebun so bebun yagi ken na botalikena ke bakan tataramo ko nra ni sisiyo. Kilabin ako ko na ken wale na ken raw ni na raw tamay nambon yo redan na bugi ken bebun so bita ka to kin na polo ko kilabin na sarang ko na buno ran dirto nro ser buno arto ran ni molmol mukina na to defend mat tim na sin. Waro me tangit tungor na ito tongi be mata tim ni Rewa. Doon na kanan to sa pamalu to Manila ko ni gito. Turo to may pamalu meron ni to may yadan ni wala to lens ko. And what is line so talikan na itong ni ramir to warotang talikan ako.
He's definitely your pick, this number 9 for Rewa. The Nasinu really have to stop him from getting time and space, because he's making it difficult for the Nasinu defense to reset. And now with their second penalty, it looks like Rewa may extend their lead. Bulai with the ball, and of course his second shot of the day, pretty much similar to where the first one was taken. And of course this will extend their lead. This will extend Rewa's lead over Nasinu. Lines it up. Let's see what the linesmen say. 6-0 to Rewa, and of course a well-deserved lead for this Rewa team, Koli.
Kandi na todo ko may ruton naman tim ni Rewa kaya baka naruton na binakata men na wanti ta katiko na nangito ni sin merton na kata merton na wanti ta kana gito en singini ko merton na lakata kana kota fainala merton na wanti ta katiko na ilako ni gito urto bora ta katiko na ngolongo matim Nasinu ne rebina ka merton na rida na buno era ni ruton na bonanta kapatala kina merton na bitan lo bogalibu era ni na ruton na bos ko mikina nelatin ta tanga makini matim ni Rewa.
High kick from Bola, nice take from Rewa. We'll see what the ref says about that tackle after the pass. Yes, it is going to be a penalty to Rewa. Late hit on the winger from Rewa, and it's the dreaded double blast of the whistle. So Nasinu's defense early in the first half not very good. The ref's going to have a quick check to the Nasinu captain. He's calling over to Khan, and of course the winger Berra that time for the late shot on the Rewa winger. And now Rewa with the penalty and an opportunity to clear the pressure from their try line.
Matati ni Nasinu na rebina ka merton na vital no ka merto red na ilalo na gito orto portati ko me pa kanisa di pa katumay na polo na matim Rewa ke pa orto na toro to kanina na pace nga orto to banga tak na matim Nasinu eraw ni orto na toro raw kin na ilalo na gito orto be portati na matim Rewa.
Rewa have come really well prepared this afternoon for this game. They're not allowing the Nasinu forwards to settle in. They're not allowing the Nasinu backline to take advantage of the opportunities that they usually have in the first 5 rounds. And Nasinu have to really change up their game plan if they want an opportunity at taking out this Rewa team, Koli.
Ya kan dia to ko wana mata tim ni Rewa to sa uli tabi nasarang may nanon to mulmul mo ta en nanon to may bon kan matim Nasinu na rabatan ko to sa kila na kene wala da merto na kapa merto na bandu kata lagi na matim Nasinu yo matim Nasinu no to sa tim go ne kata mena la kata lagi na kota final.
That's right, as we see the line out for Rewa on the 10-meter line of the Rewa half. Rewa's lineouts have not been too good. They need to get the ball in quickly, keep the call simple. Very nice, take it cleanly. Going for the old-fashioned up and under, trying to keep pressure on Nasinu inside their own half. Nasinu allowing the ball to bounce better with possession, doesn't mess around, get the ball out of there quickly. Nice long kick from Berra, and of course good clearance. Net gain from on that occasion Nasinu, because Rewa are back inside their own half on the 22 with the line out, and of course a lot of pressure coming through from Rewa on that occasion, but the Nasinu defense really answered the question well. Rewa with the line out on the 22. Nasinu would want to try and pressure this line out, try and get the ball back. Nice take that occasion from Rewa. Don't know if it was planned, but it did work out well. Ulangi with options on both sides. Goes for the old-fashioned up and under, men under the ball. Nice take from Berra, unfortunately just missed out. But the ref says no. It's a double knock-on from Nasinu and Rewa, so the feed will go to Rewa. And of course, Koli, this Rewa team are putting a lot of pressure on Nasinu through their high kicks.
O sarap tong may nalaman ni bidan lang kito sauti matim ni Rewa angko nila ko ni kito tuntun merton na baritaka matim ni Nasinu kaya pagkaruton ng kata merton na rawatan na matitim ni Rewa merton na toro tong may nila ko ni kito to baritako sa ko merton na toro tong malo nila ko pol matim ni Rewa non to ngito serangko likan ni na polo kaya pagkaruton ng kata merton na bandu kana matim ni Nasinu.
This is one of Nasinu's major attacking weapons, the scrum. They've got big forwards. They've been able to dominate teams over the last 5 rounds. Let's see how they do here, Koli. First scrum of the match. Nasinu forwards have been dominating the first 5 rounds of the Vodafone Vanua Championship. Good scrum from Rewa. Got a good set piece. And of course the dummy and the gap. Breaks through. Rewa with space. Unfortunately, that last pass did not go to hand. Nasinu now back with the ball with Vakarauwai.
How?
Unfortunately, no. Knock on to Nasinu on that occasion and a good break from Rewa. Koli.
Oh, tutok na ilako na gito orto orto tumay ko na matitim ni Rewa. No natavo ko may ko rio kon na nambati no mbulay may pagkasapor ta juga. Kon halfback ni matim ni Rewa kena nambati ni. Kongo merto reto na kajuno matim Nasinu.
They are players to watch in the Vodafone Vanua Championship that occasion. Slicing through the gap. Nasinu had no answer.
Kanjina reda na natavo ko kami na nambati ni matitim ni Rewa mbulay ewangan nanduna nirto sanga merto patomboka sinirto tomboka ro.
Rewa with another set piece. They're inside the 20, between the 10 and the 22 of Nasinu. Valangi looking for options. He's going down the open side. Once again, that combination with Bulai working well. Nice floater. Breaks the first tackle. Nasinu defense gets across. Rewa looking quite slick this afternoon. They've come well prepared for this game. Defense from Nasinu coming in strongly, trying to win the ball back. He manages to get the ball back. Rewa with possession, and there's a man overlap on the outside. Winger, oh, that's a good solid tackle from the Nasinu fullback, stopping him dead in his tracks. Tokovo from Nasinu. Good tackle, Koli.
Tutok reda nga nilako na gito sarap tuno sini kuha. Sa sanggay ko na gito. Garap itu ko na Mari Sevens. Apatala kina lako dal tungan na club game so iyo lako dal tungan ko na kiano ko en Marcelin ground ka ro so tungan ko na matim ni Rewa kina matim Nasinu. Uretan ko na sa bobola tumbe ko na bimambang sa return na matitimin ni Rewa return na kasar tuli pa kata return na ken na reserves.
Yeah. But you can see Rewa are really building the phases. They're putting a lot of pressure on Nasinu. They've really come well prepared this afternoon, Koli.
Kanji na todo ko. Abambutan na ilaro ng gitor to sa buli tamay na ken natitiba ken polo. Abambutar to sa maro sa tungan ng ko. Ina pinaka merto na pandita katiko. Belatan na rerenig gitor to porta kapati ken Northland. Arto ditiba ka sa tungan ng polo. Meto na nguna arto sa limulum kina.
Yes. Nasinu with possession, bit of confidence from Rewa. They've been able to break the Nasinu line on 2 clean occasions. Once again, Rewa with the ball up for the cutout pass. There's a bit of space. He breaks the first tackle. Goes for keeps the ball, tries to keep the ball alive, unfortunately. And Koli is so...
But no. Iya, ko tambay may tiko talang ko ay rara ko sa narani po kata ni Mervin. Yes, this is the ground of the issue, but no.
Isa. Rewa building the phases, putting on the pressure. Nasinu really need to get their defense organized. The Rewa backs are really being able to find open space and, of course, look for opportunities on both sides. Nasinu with the line out, but they're under a lot of pressure. They're midway between their try line and the 22. Ref just calling it up. Pressure game, this one, Koli.
Yeah.
Nasinu getting there, disrupt the ball nicely. Walangi gets the ball away, just a simple tap down to his prop to get possession. Rewa back with the ball on the open side. Good bump off tackle there from the number 2 for Rewa. Naimawi, but unfortunately a penalty to Nasinu. A little bit too eager on that occasion, Rewa. A relieving penalty that Nasinu will really welcome as we are about to close out the first half, Koli.
Yeah. Kanji na toto ko. Mata naman Nasinu na sanga erto na revinaka merto na sanga merto na bandita ka. Indo na point meron ni bandita ka tu merto nilaro ni gitong ko.
Nasinu will take every second they can from this penalty. They've had to do a lot of defending over the last 10 minutes. They'll welcome the halftime break and an opportunity to just reset themselves, have a quick team talk, try and find out the way to break in this combination. Particularly the number 9 Valangi and Bulai for Rewa have really stood out in the first half, Koli.
Kanji na toto ko. Toto ko na ilolo ko ni gito berta ko na mati Rewa, mati Nasinu na sanga ko na betul na point meron ni bandita ko.
Nasinu with the line out just near their half. Their line out hasn't been very effective this afternoon. Ref says play on.
Hulk.
Big drive there from Hulk. Manages to get the ball away. Give his team some space. Building a platform, Nasinu. They'll want to take out a few more of the defenders, but it looks to be, no, ref says play on. Solid Rewa defense coming through, not allowing Nasinu to break the game line. But another penalty to Nasinu. Penalties are starting to build for Nasinu. They're in the attacking half of Rewa, and they'll want to make the most of it, Koli. What do you reckon? Tiko go for the line out.
Eu que nungu pa kasama ena rebina ka merto na bita en mata-mata.
Yeah.
Que ba orto merto mata
Oh no, there, going for the line out, brother.
Apa bota nirtu trust ka siguro to forwards.
Yeah, trust the forwards. Yeah, that's true. Well, when you got Hulk, what else do you need?
Anjena. Yo ore mata kan lo ni gitu ko don kan kena pas sakit itu kan orang gitu na namba Rio kena namba tini ni mata tim ni Rewa.
Very, very good play this afternoon from Rewa. They've come really well prepared. Nasinu with their first set-piece attack in this half. They'll want to get the possession quickly. They'll want to secure the line out. And they'll want to start building their phases using their big forwards. Set a good attacking platform for the backs. But you've got to win the line out first. Ref says he's not happy with the spacing. Nasinu will want to win the line out. Build the platform.
Nasinu ena bina ka merto na pontita kan scrum na line out go. Toro bina ka na polo or tonga toro ko malu meron nirto na yan kin nirto len score.
Trues up. There we go. Rewa disrupting the line out again, and they have the ball. And it's an advantage to Rewa. This will really frustrate Nasinu, who are not used to being under this kind of pressure. It is a penalty to Rewa. Yeah, the ref says, yeah, high tackle. And as you can see, Koli, Rewa is really frustrating Nasinu, not allowing them to set into their game.
Kan dia na todo ko. Ngon na orito men ngon na to ilolo kan gitu na matim di Rewa. Matim Nasinu. Orto ke bakar ton nga temerto na boten na ilatin na to kumagina matim di Rewa. Enda bina ka merto toro ko malu ilolo kan gitu.
That's a good kick from Rewa. They're just outside the 10-meter line of Nasinu. And another opportunity to build a set piece. The Nasinu defense will really have to be aware of the Rewa backs. They've had a good first half, Rewa. Their backs have found space, good kicking, good options being taken. We've got a great crowd here this afternoon, and also beautiful weather for some awesome rugby.
Kan dia na todo ko ore teman-teman nang gitu kita ngarap itu kan dalam rarango ni kuwa sang kaindo na kenan raki.
Here we go. Rewa looking for possession, battering it through the forwards, trying to take out a few of the defenders. Langi has the ball, clears it down. Lets it bounce. Picked up nicely from the Nasinu fullback. Breaks through about 4 tackles. Secures possession for Nasinu, and the penalty to Nasinu. Rewa not rolling away. Wasted opportunity for Rewa on that occasion, Koli, but good defense from Nasinu.
Iya, kan dia na todo ko na bukan nilolo kan gitu me pakas nang dare ko so nang una may ado wala nga nandro kay no bukan ni malumula lay wala nga nang tutubo wala na. Iya en ken na round ni datang may kenta mo riket may ken na obadorin na bimatanggal dal lay mo ko. E round ni na pag natakan nilolo ni gitu.
Penalty not taken advantage of. Rewa have possession. The ball didn't go out. Rewa with a chance to clear. High hanging kick all the way across field. Gets to Berra. There's a bit of space in front of him. He's going to look for options. Tries to break off the first tackle. Very aggressive, but he gets taken down. The defense for Rewa holding. Nasinu get their numbers. They're inside. They're just on the halfway line now, Nasinu. They're running it through their big forwards, looking for space on the outside. One-on-one opportunity there, but a good option taken from Malau for the Nasinu. First 5 just manages to clear away. The number 9 for Rewa on that occasion came back, saved the day for Valangi, Koli.
Kadin todo oreda kon na riri ka tumen ko na matitimi na nambatini ni matitimi ni Nasinu. Ombola ngona dorungo embagitin ka viwa.
Yes. Good option taken on that occasion. The flick pass, decided to go for the chip kick. Nice bounce, and of course now Nasinu with the penalty, and this will be their first solid attacking opportunity inside, deep inside the half of Rewa this afternoon. And of course they're going back to their traditional attacking weapon of the scrum. So Nasinu will have the scrum just about 10 meters out from the Rewa try line, and we've seen on so many occasions, Koli, how Nasinu have dominated using their big forwards.
Kan dia na todo ko. magtim Nasinu ngo na puno merto na pangatagir to kili already tanto nga nailalakan ni scrum merto bertatu mana matitim ni Rewa do na kana kugota lang ni Fiji siguro to.
But of course, the last scrum, Rewa held their own and of course were able to get the ball out cleanly. This is an attacking scrum for Nasinu. They'll want to reset themselves, use their forwards to try and push this one over. Big push coming from Nasinu, held there by Rewa, very impressive. Hulk has the ball, but he's being tackled by the Nasinu defense. Not being allowed to move. Nasinu still have possession. They're fighting to try and get it over the advantage line. Driving with their pods slowly but surely, working their way up millimeter by millimeter. Nasinu.
Yo ngo na ilalalakan ni qito no na matim Nasinu ko.
Yo.
Ngo na puno merto na RewaRugby merto tatang magbinaka na matim Rewa.
Goes around the bread and butter of Nasinu.
Iyo.
But of course, the Rewa defense on that occasion is held. Oh, they're fighting for possession, Rewa. Not allowing it. Was a very close call. Nasinu almost lost it on that occasion, but they still have possession. They're about 10 meters out from the Rewa line. They're still picking and driving. Rewa defense very impressive this afternoon. Not allowing the Nasinu forwards to dominate. Another big push coming from Nasinu. They still have the ball and they're on attack. A lot of defenders there, and of course they lose possession. Valangi with the ball, and it's an open kick. Oh no! The Nasinu fullback slips. Pressure coming in from Rewa. He loses the ball again. Rewa with the ball, unfortunately. Koli, that was one. Tamani is so, but no.
Kanjira. Sangga Indo na songkumbula.
Woo-wee!
Sangga Indo na songkumbula ko. Totoka.
Oh man, that was unheard of. Firstly, Nasinu losing the ball forward so close to the try line, and then of course the Nasinu fullback slipping and then falling over, and then Rewa just unable to get that last ball for the opportunity to score the try. But a lot of pressure coming in from Rewa this afternoon on Nasinu, Koli.
Iyo ngo na puno irando po sa kino na ndaw ni biterin taki na buko ni ken na kuko na terini ni yango o talakin na tubagin ba kasama nangono serangan ni presa kaya bakar to
Tama ni presa brother.
Tiko binaka na nanuto po baron ba kasama na buko nanuto tidak ya ero serangan ni erto toro pamalua aran nurli tambak na squad.
That was amazing, and you saw it right here on MaiTV. Your home for the Vodafone Vanua Challenge. This is the last round of matches. Next week we go into quarterfinal mode. Whichever team wins here today travels to Overlau next week for their quarterfinal against Overlau. And then of course the semis and the big final coming up in a few weeks. And a chance for two teams from this division to make it through to the Skipper Cup, which is the Premier Rugby Championship for Fiji. And of course both teams, all the teams in the conferences are fighting for an opportunity to represent and of course make it to that next level, as we see Nasinu now with a scrum to try and clear the ball after that knock on from Rewa. Rewa scrum has held firm this afternoon. We haven't seen that in a long time against Nasinu. We've had the bigger pack. Charge down, ball going everywhere. Everyone's onside, taken by the number 8 for Nasinu, Vakarauwai. Loose pass there for Rewa. Possession gathered up from Rewa. They have space on the open side. Manages to get the ball away. There's a bit of space. Decides a good charge down from Berra. And of course, good pair of hands as well. But it looks to be I think it's going to be a knock-on. Knock-on by Nasinu. Rewa once again with possession. As we see Wedlock, the number 5 for Nasinu, very frustrated. Yeah, it hasn't been the easiest of games for Nasinu. It's been a bit difficult this afternoon. Rewa have not made it easy for them, Koli.
Iya kanti na todo ko na nono to di bakatungko na nangito na matim ni Rewa then desar ngabi Nasinu merto na serta kana nono to di meron nirto ta komagi kana nono to atek na gitu na matim ni Rewa dio matim ni Rewa ke ba binakata orto merto na win ta kana ngito ko merto na pandi ta kasar tunga nilalo ngito orto porta ju Nasinu en sini ko meba kan to sarita ni Rewa ni loren nono to matim Nasinu en abuko ni nono to di bakatungko na pol.
Game continues as an injured player for Rewa gets attended to. It'll be another Rewa scrum. Valangi has had a very impressive first half for Rewa. This halfback, he's been quick, he's been fast. Another set piece from Rewa. Back to the inside pass and the floater. Open space for Rewa. They have defenders coming across Nasinu. Good tackle from the Nasinu defense. They stop him, but Rewa still on attack. They're just outside the 22 of Nasinu, looking at building another phase. Their set piece play has been very good, Rewa. Nasinu really have to answer that question in the second half. Rewa back with the ball on the open side. There's men to burn, and if he can get the ball away, there's an overlap. Rewa with possession, he cuts, he dives, he's trying to get the ball, he's fighting for his life. The Rewa first five, and of course Valangi back with the ball. And I think it's a try. Yeah, I think Valangi has been given the try for Rewa. The referee says yes. And like you said, Koli, the man to watch.
Iyo, me pakausap por Rogoci, wana matitiminasin no merto nang karro na toka na ingitang-gito na halfback ngo Valangi. Ngo into na turbo tari tu man lo binipitan gito sauti. Na lewa po matau to na bito gina mawi gina matau. And dahil ko ni gito ngo baka nga natuwe mau. Ano natutos sa tu man matiminira wa merto ba. Nirto litang bakarang ko nusko. Sajena.
Rewa have extended their lead over Nasinu by 11 points to 0. I would like to say against the run of play, but Rewa have really built a solid platform of defense this afternoon, Koli.
Kandi na toto ko. Abang bota ni Erto Reza Erto na kerto lele na matim Nasinu. Ka rara kinaberto merto na titi bagirto. Meron may nangono ko Erto Reza ni sabi ang dendrito ko Nasinu merto tara na nuto titi bagatu Manila na poro na matatim ni Rewa.
Nice high kick, has the distance, has the range, and it's successful. Rewa extend their lead now, 13 points as we see the Rewa fans with the Rewa flag. Very happy with their team's performance so far. Nasinu with a lot of soul searching to do. They haven't been under this kind of pressure in a long time, and a lot of the advantages that Rewa have had, and of course that have led to this 13-point to nothing lead is on the back of the work of their great forwards, and of course Valangi, the number 9, and the number 10 Bulai, who've really had a good first half, Koli.
Iya kandi na todo ko ora dito na lolo ni kito ko me baka na re dito na kuko ni Fuji porto na matitimi Nasinu yo dari kan tun to Fuji na matitimi ni Rewa ando na kana na to sa pa para dito ngamay patalike na to sa bulita me baka ni Rosa so to na matitimi rongo.
Rewa with the momentum. (13-0) Rewa lead Nasinu. Rewa have built a solid platform of attack and defense, and their scrum has held. They've really nullified Nasinu's big attacking options, which is the scrum and of course the line out and their driving play. As the ref and the linesman have a quick chat, something happened in the last series. We'll see what the referee says. And it looks to be a yellow card or maybe a red card. Let's see, it's a yellow card to a Nasinu player. 10 minutes in the sin bin for a foul committed in that last series, and it's just going to compound the frustration for Rewa for Nasinu this afternoon. High tackle after the kick was taken, so it's going to add to the frustration of Nasinu, Koli.
Iya kandi na todo ko kina bengito kete na rebna kami na kilati ko ni nangito ngona buno ni takata kapatay me baka ni rangito to galitin kalima kapatalaki na ken nangaro ni maro itiko na lako ningito mera ni dakakokina ni sulikin ndo nakade batang ngona sulikin ndo nakad sa suli seranga ndo na ngalali porto na matitim sanando merto na rawas kokina.
It's not going to be easy for Nasinu. Penalty to Nasinu. A relieving penalty to Nasinu. They offer the quick tap. Hulk takes it up, beats the first, second, third. Fighting with the fourth and fifth. Good solid run from the Hulk this afternoon, clearing way for Nasinu to unleash their backs. This is a good opportunity for Nasinu. Nasinu have that habit of mixing in their backs and their forwards, trying to get big men on small men. Rewa have answered the call so far this afternoon. Comes back to the open side. Low driving play from Nasinu, trying to get the ball over the game line. They do have advantage. Of course, once again, Hulk has the ball. 3 tacklers take him down. Nasinu back with possession. On the open side, Wedlock takes possession up to the 22. Nasinu still with the ball. Rewa defense holding. Taken up strongly from the number 12 for Nasinu on that occasion.
Sini butu.
Ball's open. But of course, another penalty to Nasinu. This is Nasinu's advantage to get some points on the board before the first half ends.
Iya kan dia todo ko.
Well, Koli, it's right in front of the post. It's about
Yeah.
25 meters out. What do you reckon? Kick or go for the line out?
E o ke baka no ko tiluan ko ri. Nando tu sa sangat ko mai na pesa na ke. Remna mertu sa ke mata-mata.
Hey, Koli, good call, my brother. They're going for the penalty.
Iyo. O ke nando tu sa rongo teo na matim Nasinu. Ene buku ni buku tilawa me baka sa nanu matiko. Erto sabu ya pato boleoti na mateni tutong ya suli berto we.
Yes.
Orto pinaka torto mertu tambak na sko. Iyo.
Yeah, they need to get points on the board, eh?
Orto re ni sandin reto nando tu busuka ta ken nando tu litin ta makin matim ni rewa. Ngo sa remna ka bertu. Mertu sa na ta ke mata-mata.
That's right. Nasinu need to get something on the board for their efforts in the first half. They won't be happy with their first half performance. Rewa have frustrated them, not allowed them to settle into their normal rhythm of play. These 3 points will help them. Baller with the kick, and of course it's through, and Nasinu are on the board. Koli, 13 points to 3.
Iyo matali ko ba nano nangito-gito ko na nambatin ni Nasinu ko me baka ni dakila bina kanang ko sangga yang bagitin kay dioti ko. Iyo may kita duro ko na polo ya. Tapi na boleh por ribu boleh tumbe ko na nambatin ni mama misa may apa. Orto na orto siya ni mati timira orto sa tiko merto sangol merto lima kata-kata.
You know that, ladies and gentlemen, because the Rewa reserves are walking behind the commentary booth, and they're trying to recruit Koli probably for the quarterfinal.
Iyo ore dito ko na nanuto la kaning gito ko. Ko ibita na point yung suli merto na timira merto na ka ba meron ni orto na bultaro kina matim Nasinu.
As we have an injured Nasinu player, looks like he'll be requiring a substitution. He doesn't look comfortable.
Tim ni Nasinu merto na pang ditaka me baka ndito sambi teng do na point na kena tukai en revina ka merto na pang ditaka na lolo mani polongori kena tangu maki merawan dikaku ni Julian ngala merto na matim rewa merto na talin kena tulen sko se merto bital do na point ka na likut saran ni baka na biawaki ni kay sa may pindi rato ngono ko me baka ni salito ko rewa ni tin ko tolu na matim Nasinu.
Nasinu still one man down after that yellow card to Rogoci. We'll be looking forward to the halftime break. Try not to concede any more points. That's a good solid take from Nasinu. They needed to get that cleanly. Wangavesi managing to win the ball. They'll need to clear it out quickly. Baller with a nice high hanging kick. But it is out on the full. Another mistake from Nasinu on that occasion. Taking the ball outside the 22 before the kick baller. It's not a mistake that Nasinu would want so deep into the first half, and of course another attacking opportunity for Rewa Koli just outside the 22.
Iya kan dia tu ore tu kan na kuku ni gitu tu porta tu na matim Nasinu na matim ni Rewa tu kai tau tu malwa na tu sangat tu mana matim ni Nasinu ka reda ni ran tu kan ditegir tu mer tu mengi tu nga kina tu rara matim Nasinu.
Rewa with a set piece play just outside the 22 of Nasinu. They'll want to get the ball out quickly. But that's good disruption from Nasinu. Ball bounces inside the 22. Bit of pressure coming through. Berra with the ball. Decides to take it up. That's the only option that he had. Take the tackle, reset. Allow Nasinu to clear possession. Wasted opportunity from Rewa on that occasion. But the Rewa defense fighting for possession. They're holding Nasinu inside their 22, not allowing them to run the ball clear. Nasinu will just want to get the ball out. Baller with possession. Deep inside his own half. Past his try line. Good clearance from ball on the occasion under pressure. This young first five for Nasinu Koli.
Kan dia to ko ore to kan lo manipita nang gitu sa uti biko na to ro ngon ngo bakit ni kadiwa sa ore ta sangga inde na gitu wa bimbi na ken na di bagiti ko na polo en lo mandrara.
Rewa with the line out just about a meter short of the halfway. They're inside Nasinu territory. Good take from Nasinu, slaps it down nicely, Wedlock. Looking for runners, good, solid pass, and of course breaks the first, breaks the second and the third. They have possession and of course an opportunity to build momentum. Rewa defense needs to get back quickly. Rewa defense fighting for the ball. Another penalty to Nasinu. Nasinu slowly starting to get momentum back from Rewa. They have another penalty. Koli, what do you reckon? Line out or go for goal? They're going back to their traditional. Looks like it. What? Yes, they're not mucking around, Koli. When you get opportunity to get points, go for it. What say?
Kantina to ko me baka ke baka to rito malu ne lo ni kito lo ko mai Rewa na tutong to atang kita turu na mati tim ni Rewa ke baka to na katember to la pati to sa turu na mati tutong apatali kina karu tutong ke baka to na pati turu matali saran ni pati to wong abir to intones ko merani na kuta tak to kamera ni tutai ke baka to sa turu marongo saron ni wandi takatok na no to ngito ni sini ko wa mi ni kaniti butaki ni kurni mama.
Ball once again, lining it up. This young first five has had a good game, been under a lot of pressure. It's about 35 meters out. Nice high kick. Does it have the direction? Yes. Nasinu, 13-6, Rewa lead. Great first half, Koli is bringing into the first half, and of course looking forward to an awesome second half.
Yeah.
What does Nasinu need to do? They need to have a quick chat. They need to reset themselves. What say?
Ready to arto sangai pandi tigir to man tim Nasinu ni to sambit to na pointi and kendo to kai yo wana matim Nasinu ke bakar to na gata merto na ponta por na mati tim ni Rewa en rebina kamerto na togro po malo ni lo ni gitu me baka ni kukoti ko na lo ni gitu orto bota to fo che.
Join us for the second half of this do or die match between Rewa and Nasinu, Vodafone Vanua Championship on MaiTV. Welcome back to this Vodafone Vanua Championship match between Rewa and Nasinu. Rewa had a wonderful first half, Koli.
Kantina to ko me baka talangan na retu na ilolo ni gitu bertatu ko non to full back talangan matim ni Rewa non marro bina to manapol na kena lago tini muri o ondeve go na dorbongo na teman na indo talangan sama tatago talangan matim ni non no patalankin go assistant ko ni rondobi non to coach
So viverata.
Ndo berata.
Iyo, eh? What a small world. Nasinu with the kickoff, everything to play for in the second half. Last 40 minutes of rugby for one of these two teams in the Vodafone Vanua Championship. Rewa allowing it to bounce. Clearing it out. It's still in play. Nasinu with the ball. Looking for options on both sides. Had a solid team talk. Breaks the first. Gets taken by the second. They're inside their own half. Rewa, they have the Nasinu, they have possession. But they'll want to build it up. Hull takes it up. He's had a lot of carries this afternoon, a lot of meters gained. Once again, bit static this ball does for the cutout. There's a bit of an overlap. Nasinu have the ball. Oh, unfortunately, better on that occasion. Couldn't keep the pass. Yeah, he'll be frustrated with himself. There was a solid opportunity for Nasinu, Koli.
Kantina to ko abang bota na tikina me portajo ko na matanggali dal isaranga kon ren libo ko puna na nonda lenga sen non tunduka yo wa abang bota ni sanarane na buli tamay na non na mulmulumya o ber en ilolon polio ke baka ambay tara vinaka na pola bay donas ko.
Yeah, he's had a great tournament in the Vodafone Vanua Championship, Berra. He scored some really great tries and of course been one of the fastest wingers in the comp. That was an early opportunity that he'd miss and he'll be very angry with himself. As Senivutu gets it back onto the field for Nasinu. One of the reserves for Nasinu gets back, gets on the park. That'll be number 17, Koroi. Bit of confusion amongst the officials. But Nasinu have possession and they're setting for the first scrum of the second half. Rewa would want to build on this lead. Nasinu would want to not allow Rewa to do to them what they did in the first half. Great crowd this afternoon here in Marcelin Grounds, Koli, for this awesome encounter between two of the big teams, Nasinu and Rewa.
Iya kan jadi todo untuk nak non rasa ngoleh matang may ramai Rewa, non ramai matang non ramai cetak. Toko nito ng ramati timbi pombimbi inilaro ni gitu minagay matalkin na odi bi ronruang ko inalako dagi kina kota final.
Fans with the Rewa flag hoping that their team makes it through to the quarterfinals next week against Overlau. Nasinu with the ball. Rewa would want to settle in quickly. Opportunity for Nasinu to push. Big push coming from Nasinu. And yes, the penalty. Rewa were unable to get the ball out quickly on that occasion, Koli, and the Nasinu scrum really showed what they've been showing in the first rounds.
Abang bautaan ng unang gol to sa gairita may to sa vital no en matinibi mamaya na matitimin Nasinu to sa rita na mulmulum kinada war to rita ka ba meron nirtum busuka dagi kinila tinita to makini matimin raw.
Rewa would not want that to happen anymore in the second half. They need to get the ball out quickly. These big Nasinu forwards have dominated the first 5 rounds of the Vodafone Vanua Championship with their power, pace and speed. And now this is their first attacking opportunity. As we see the number 7 for Nasinu coming back on after the yellow card. Bilowalu is back on the field, as well as Rokua for Nasinu. Nasinu will need these big forwards to help them with this scrum. They're just short of the 22 in their first attacking opportunity of the second half. They haven't scored a try yet, Nasinu. This will be a good opportunity for them. Get a set piece playing. They'll want to get the ball quickly to Bola. And a set piece. But they have to win the line out first. It's sloppy. It's all over the place. Nasinu have secured it. Ref says play on. Bola with the ball to the new man, number 23, Rasalatu. Manages to set the ball back nicely, but that's a good solid win from Rewa, and the ref says play on. There's a bit of space on the open side for Rewa. They decide to get the ball up. It's a high kick. Bouncing there on that occasion. Pressure coming through the Rewa pack. Nasinu managed to secure possession. There's space here on the open side, but that looks to be a forward pass, and getting a bit heated. Frustration from Nasinu on that occasion, Koli. They're not happy.
Yeah. Abang bautan ni ertusi ni bitang lebih nasar juga nama Nasinu en buku ni non to kota tak itu mana pola ya, apa tanah kina en Vitor Lengitaki ni ken kota itu kena polo. Ken apa tanah kina non to tentang make en nabi nak mertu nabi bitang lebih nak.
As we see some reserves coming on for Rewa, fresh legs on the field. Naimawi getting replaced, as there's also an injury to a Rewa player. Good opportunity for Rewa to just take a very short break, catch their breath. A lot of pressure coming through Nasinu, but unable to cash in. And of course, we're seeing something we haven't seen in the Vodafone Vanua Championship, Koli. Nasinu not being able to take advantage of their opportunities.
Mabukeba ko rito po maluti ko na orau na coaches ero ngarabati ko na tim rongo rondo bi watalikin na mpi mewa no to coach na matim Nasinu ko Rewa gitu batan to na club Nasinu club ruang gitu batang amai yung ko ro sa may coach na ko din na tim ko red nila orang gitu sarap tulisin ko sarap ta me new ke manray na buku ni vekilai ni gitu iti ko bero matanga ro bilu ta ko na coaches
As we see the medical staff attending to the injured Rewa player, the Fiji Rugby Union has invested a lot of resources, medical personnel in this championship, ensuring the safety of all the players. Trained professionals are attending to injuries and, of course, making sure that safety is paramount in these games. As we see the Rewa fans very happy with their team's first half performance. And now Nasinu will be setting, Rewa will be setting for the scrum. And, of course, there's another opportunity for Valangin Bulai to set up another combination. They had a great first half, these two, the number 9 and 10 for Rewa, and it can only build in the second half, Koli. And of course, we're making a quick change. It looks to be, I thought it was a scrum, unfortunately, but it's going to be a penalty to Nasinu for an infringement. Shoulder charge after the kick was taken by the Nasinu fullback. Shoulder charge from Rewa, and it's a penalty to Nasinu. This is an opportunity for them to build a solid platform. Baller with a nice kick, gets it in there, just short of the 22. That's a good kick from a difficult angle from the young first 5. And now Nasinu back with possession and a good solid attacking opportunity to get more points. But of course, the Rewa defense has held strong in the first half, Koli.
Yeah, kanjena todo ko. Ya na line ko Nasinu ke pagkaroon na kata meron na pandit tigirtu. Meron na turo ko malu seranga. Nailalak ni matay matang meron to na win sa round na line out ko. Meron to na gay turbo malo tigan ni. Meron nito ni kina line score.
Hulk with possession, taking it up strongly. They've won their line out, driven there by the Salumasi on that occasion. Rewa defense holding. Wanganitai with the ball, and of course a good overland pass, but it does fall out. Unfortunately on that occasion. I think it is, yes, it is a knock-on to Rewa on that occasion, that tap down, and Nasinu with another opportunity. But Nasinu getting a bit frustrated. Rewa not allowing them to settle into their traditional gameplay, Koli.
Kandi na todo ko. Rere juga na ilolo na gitor to porta cuma na matim ni Rewa. Kake del tu beda ka juga na matim ni sin nurto ngai pakatatan itu mati ko na matim ni Rewa. Koli po pun itu ko nurto bear to tabaya ka lebo pun itu me erto singen lihat orang tu kan kena pun nonton mertu tu kena. Matim ni Rewa na rebina ka mertu na tatang magina talang mai kiri. Ke ba urto na ka mertu na pandita ka tiko. Na pointer tu sa membitara tiko. Venecio na ngongo.
Big scrum coming up for Nasinu. They want to push this one. I've seen them push scrums from the 22 all the way to the try line, and they're trying to do it on this occasion. Controlling the ball nicely at the back. Bumaiwai, but it does collapse, and it is a penalty. It was bound to give, and of course the scrum starting to dominate for Nasinu, Koli.
Iya kan dia todo ko me pakausa portati ko naila ko lang gito ke pakarto na pinakata merto na win na matim Nasinu ko nang gitong ngarto ta kabitu may se ko member leta na to forge ena bugun ni ilebu na daw gito na karto to kina kapatali kina ena kena rautal ngan nirto na kina nirto lens ko ito na po na merto na retel to na matim ni Rewa merto na sanga merto na pakatata na nirto na itu butu besor to portatu kan na forge ni matim Nasinu.
Here we go, Nasinu looking for another big push. This is their bread and butter, Nasinu. This is what's built a platform for the opportunity to make it through to the quarterfinals. Good, solid scrummaging technique from Nasinu. Rewa will want to not allow them to settle. They're deep inside the red zone of Rewa, Nasinu, and this is their chance to claw back that 13-6 lead. Number 8 for Nasinu, Bumaiwai would want to keep the ball in the scrum as long as possible. Wanganitai sets it in. Bumaiwai is pushing, but a big push coming from Rewa. Haven't seen that too often, and now of course the crossfield kick, the number 23 for Nasinu. Pressure coming through from Nasinu. They're trying to get the ball back, but Rewa has possession. Bit of space. Under pressure Rewa, but they still have the ball. Nasinu trying to get that ball back, trying to fight. Rewa still with possession. They've managed to settle it. They'll want to clear it quickly. High hanging kick, doesn't get a lot of distance. Ball still in the field of play, taken in by the fullback for Nasinu. Vera with the ball, gets it over to the number 14 for Nasinu. Had a very quiet game, Nangunu. But now of course Rewa, quick line out, quick clearance. Ball is still alive. There's no one at the back there for Nasinu. Berra gets there, but the defense is coming through from Rewa. Berra has a bit of time, gets it inside for a better angle on the kick. Charge down from Rewa. They have the ball, Rewa. It's bouncing all over the place. Crowd screaming for offside. Rewa with possession, and I think the ref is going to... Rewa upset on that occasion. They say that the Nasinu defense was offside. Bit of pushing and shoving. Of course, it's always the hookers that start something, Koli.
Iya, totoka rena na iya. Ako lang na solitong bagi kena line out.
It's Naimawi from Rewa, Bose, the Rewa prop, tries to give the ref a bit of advice. Ref says, no, I'm the ref, please, thank you. Line out on the halfway. Game starting to open up a little bit. Baller with the chip, looking for space. Can he get the bounce? Good defense from Rewa. Good cleanup on that occasion, but the Nasinu defense piles through. Rewa have possession. There's a bit of space on the open side for Rewa if they decide to take it. It's these little mistakes that add up to something. Rewa have to be careful, Koli.
Iya. Na-presa ningi to na rin na kota tal tunga may na kono bi matanggali beala lai waya koran libo abo nito kina na kina sulit na polo kina na matatimbisan ang duwa.
The number 9 for Rewa, Valangi, and of course Bulai, the number 10, had a great first half, but they seem to have lost a bit of rhythm in the second half. And of course now Nasinu with a chance to take advantage of that. They're just outside the 10-meter line of Rewa, Nasinu, but the Rewa defense has been very good in the first half. And of course they've prevented Nasinu on that occasion, and it's a free kick, not settling in quickly. Hulk with possession, looking for an inside runner, gets the ball, but the Rewa defense holding on that occasion. Not 10 meters, so it's another 10 meters and still a free kick for Nasinu. It's not a penalty, it's a free kick for Nasinu. They'll decide to settle it, but that last series, the most notable Koli would have to be the scrum from Rewa pushing Nasinu back. Set piece play from Nasinu. It's a shorthand penalty, so they'll have to take it as a tap. They have men on the open side. Good pass taken up by the hooker, Salu Masi. Sets the ball up once again. Possession still with Nasinu. Tries to break the first tackle, the number 13, Lenira. Forwards getting in there. Wanganitai has the ball, the halfback for Nasinu. Baller with possession, setting up a pod in the middle of the field, but the Rewa defense holding. Baller plays halfback. Cleans it out to Wedlock. Wedlock gets the ball back to Salu Nimasi. But that's a good solid tackle from Rewa on that occasion. They're trying to push, they're trying to get the ball back, they're fighting. And of course another penalty coming in from the side. Quick tap from Nasinu. He's on his own, Tukana, the captain for Nasinu. Decides to get up and go again, but the ref says no. Gonna get Rewa for another 10 meters. Getting scrappy, Koli, but the Rewa defense holding.
Kandi na todo ko. Turo po malutong ko na matatim ni Rewa, nailakaw ko ni qito. Iyo. Waktu tuloy na kami pa na matim na sino, merto tang gati matamata, may makanir to ririch ko na ngauna, sipole mo sa ngauna, na koronivuli mamango.
A lot of pressure on this young first 5 baller. So far scored all the points for Nasinu, and this is another opportunity to cut down that lead by another 3 points if he gets it through. Strong breeze coming through. Beautiful Saturday afternoon in Marcelin Koli for some wonderful local rugby.
Toka bakautin, nraki na si kanikwa.
Baller lining it up. This will be his 3rd penalty in a row if he gets it. His kicking has been really good today for Nasinu. Sizing it up. He'll be about maybe 25 meters away from the goal post. Rewa fans trying to make it difficult for him to concentrate. Here we go. Gets it over nicely. Got the height, got the distance, and it's through. They've cut down the lead. It's 13-9 now. Rewa will really need to stop the momentum of Nasinu, as they can sense a shift in the momentum to the side of to Nasinu. But Rewa, their defense has been good here, Koli, in this game.
Iya kandi na todo ko au result nga na kukuha ni tatang mag-member to na matitimin Rewa kapatalan kina na nonroto sa bulitan na nonroto malmul na matim na sino to sa malwa merida na nakayro to binito ko ni korin mamangko.
Just an issue with the ref. They got a few substitutions coming in. One for Nasinu. On is number 19, Mundu. Fresh legs on the field for Nasinu, much needed in the second half. Mundu has had a good tournament so far. They'll need him in the second half. His experience, his ability to find the open space. He's had a really good tournament. Nice high hanging kick. See if it goes at 10 meters. Getting men under the ball. Oh, good take from the substitute from Rewa. Rewa back in possession and they're driving forward. The Nasinu defense is fractured. They need to get back quickly and reset. Langi with the ball. Gets it to the new man on the field who won that last that kickoff, the number 22 for Rewa. Wimbao. And a penalty to Nasinu, unfortunately. There's an injury to one of the Rewa players. That's number 20, Kotoisuva, who received that, looks to be a late shot. We'll see what the ref says. He did call out the penalty, but he might reverse it based on this, on that foul play from the Nasinu player after the whistle had gone. Yes, I think it's going to be a call. Yeah, he's switching the penalty, the referee, for that late shot. Frustration from Wedlock. But yes, you have to play to the rules. After the whistle had gone, a Nasinu player had taken out that number 24 Rewa. And of course, Kotoisuva was injured, and it's a penalty, or it's going to be a scrum to Rewa. So yeah, so there you go. Play to the ball in the ref.
May bukan ni Ruto kila na kuko ni Fiji Ruto na matim ni Sinu, Ruto na matim ni Rewa. Siya nga, Ruto bandita ka, Rawa hindi kito na soto talanga kina na Ruto Fiji na matim ni Rewa. Matim ni Nasinu.
Nasinu would be frustrated. Discipline very important in the Vodafone Vanua Championship. As Rewa set themselves for a scrum. This is where the Rewa number 9, the Valangi and Bulai have really worked well together. They've had a good combination in the first half. And this is a good attacking scrum. They're about 20 meters out from the Nasinu try line. They'll want to get the ball out quickly, and they do. Clears it out nicely. Good solid take. Beats the first. Beats the second. Rewa on attack. Kotoisuva with a strong run, and it looks to be a penalty to Nasinu. They decide to take it up quickly, and it's going to be another penalty. Ref will want to keep an eye on this game. Make sure the tempers are kept in check, Koli.
Ito to kana botulo may takabitung ko na referee.
Iyo.
Na bugo ni kana sa kami ba kusa-kusa kinang gito. Kana lirira kina toro pamalo to kamay, toro pamalo.
And it looks to be
Lingan na ilum ng tanga.
All right, so it's going to be a yellow card to one of the Rewa players. First yellow card for Rewa in this match. They'll be down by a man for the next 10 minutes. Discipline very important, Koli.
Iya kanji na tutok ko. Abang bauta irigit de sarna sulti ko berong ko ni tutongin yellow card. Pembuatan don merton dari don tumal mulum mepakan lagi tunggu ngo deciding game. Matalakin na odi biraw san lodaki.
Ball goes out just outside the 10-meter line of Nasinu. Strong breeze coming through. But Nasinu have possession and a chance to settle and build some phases inside the Rewa half. They haven't been inside Rewa's half for the last 5 or 10 minutes. But they do have possession, Nasinu. Nasinu with a very slender lead, only 4 points. A try will put Nasinu back in the lead. They have the scrum. They have the line out. Just near the 10-meter. Not the best of throws, and Rewa win possession back. Rewa fans very happy with that. They're on the 10-meter. There's space on the open side for Rewa. Manages to beat the first tackle. Breaks through Valangi looking, not the best of passes. Ref says no, play on, the ball went back. Rewa still with possession. Nasinu trying to make it difficult, trying to win the ball back. They're just inside the half of Nasinu. Rewa have the ball, using their big forwards. Nasinu try to get the ball back. Nasinu putting pressure, Rewa holding, Valangi back with the ball. Looks to the open side, tries to beat the first, he does. Cuts back inside, where it's safe, and there's men to support. Rewa back with the ball, Nasinu defense comes up quickly. But Rewa are starting to make inroads inside the Nasinu half. They have an overlap. There's an opportunity for Rewa on the open side. There's only forwards there. Cuts back, beats one, beats two. Managed to get the pass away. Rewa with the ball. They're inside the 22. They have a solid opportunity on the open side. Valangi with the ball. Gets it back. Good rush defense. Wedlock 4. Nasinu on that occasion making sure that Rewa couldn't get the pass away. Valangi back on the open side. There's a 3-man overlap for Rewa if they can get the ball away, but a good tackle from Berra, stopping that in its tracks. But Rewa still with possession, flings it onto the open side. There's men in space there, and of course it's going to be a try to Rewa. Greatly worked try from Deve of Rewa, scoring in the corner, extending their lead. Koli!
Totoka mga tinay lang ka nagito or to marta ko na mata timin Rewa reda non to wili kami nakatoka non to awreda ko mo na ang kasing-kasing non to halfback na kota chigo ko na defender ni tim Nasinu and ando na kona nangona sarang artu songgo ni patakir kinto na kona ngai pasuka tala manapolo kina lo manirara raw kina berto mertuli tambak kina skoya.
Really well worked try from Rewa on that occasion, taking the ball from one side to the other side, Koli, making it difficult for Nasinu's defense. And imagine Rewa with one man down have extended their lead over Nasinu, and of course, much to the delight of the crowd here in Marcelin.
Kanti na todo ko pera mandangan Antoni veitokoni pambauta endo talangan nakukole busol tu berto na matim Rewa ena buku ni levu ni Antoni veitokoni retingo sandaro ka junga na ceta ka junga na matim ni Rewa.
This is a big kick for Rewa. It's about 5 meters in from touch. Giving it everything he's got. Gets it across. It's got the height. It's got the distance. And it is through. Ayaw Rewa. That's right. This young first five for Rewa has had a great game.
Bulai.
Yeah, Bulai is going to be one to watch in the next coming rounds if Rewa make it through. But it looks to be really good opportunity. They've set themselves a solid platform. And of course, Rewa extending their lead over Nasinu, 20 points to 9. Nasinu, this is not the end of the road for them. This is another opportunity. They need to just reset themselves, get the ball back, and get a quick try to be back in this match, Koli.
Kanti na todo ko ando na kan matalin ni nodrau solito korna Rewa halfback ni matim Rewa patalin kena we kon na to first Bulai.
High hanging kick. Taken by the fullback for Nasinu. Goes for the up and under. Doesn't get a lot of distance, but gets good height. Ball bounces everywhere. It's open. Rewa. Smart play by the Rewa wing on that occasion, Naivalu. And it looks to be a penalty to Rewa for a shoulder charge. Frustration from Nasinu on that occasion, Koli.
Abang buta minus ko ang gamitan bagi berto na matim ni Rewa ko sa sulit serto na presa berto na matim Nasinu. Iyo kaya ka erto na rede na matim Nasinu. Ena bugun na ruto ko tuloy na kana tukan di ba kasama. Orang ruto turbo malua na presa ko me bukan sa litu na ngono ko na matim ni Rewa. Ina ruso nga bulu di oti ko na matim Nasinu.
Rewa choosing to go for the penalty, extend their lead, and of course chew up a bit more time on the clock. Nasinu starting to feel the pressure just a little bit. As Bulai lines it up, another opportunity for him to extend the lead after a wonderful conversion for that try a few minutes earlier. Taking his time. He's got a good boot on him.
Yep.
Let's see how he goes. Got the height, got the distance, got the direction, and yes.
Sanjana.
That's right, Koli.
Yeah.
You're seeing it here on MaiTV. Rewa extending the lead, 23 points to 9 over Nasinu. Nasinu really need to reset themselves and regroup, Koli.
Lo rito ko na nunggu ureda tumatangan na ilo ko ning kitong ko to nakanan nutu takatakabat ito ko na matitim ni Rewa nutu vital na nutu ko raw ko nirto torwa malo tumay na presa sulit yung Nasinu karan nirto ko tawag na polor tulit ang bakaron na skoya me bukan ni ndo mandang aberto ito tumba.
That was a good win from Hulk on that occasion. You see as you got the ball through and Nasinu with the ball, but the Rewa defense rushing through. Nasinu have a new halfback on the field, getting fresh legs on. That's number 21 Raululu. He'll want to clear the ball. Mundu has it, of course. He's taking it up strong. He's had a good tournament. Hulk back with possession. He's had a lot of runs this afternoon. He's a lot of work. Wedlock gets the ball, breaks the first, breaks the second, fighting his way to the 10-meter line of Rewa. Nasinu need a quick try, get themselves back into this game. They have possession on the open side. Once again, back to Wedlock. Gets the tackle. 2 men to take him down, but they're deep inside the attacking zone of Rewa Nasinu. They want to get it up quickly. Sorry, brother. Yes, that's right. They're trying to reach over. The meters are probably about a meter out right now. As the Nasinu halfback Raululu has the ball once again. Good defense from Rewa on that occasion, holding them back, not allowing them to reset their pods. But Nasinu with possession, fighting every millimeter to try and get that ball over the line. But the Rewa defense holding. They still have possession, Nasinu. Big, solid defense coming in from Rewa. Pushing Nasinu back, but they still have the ball. Going for the open side, set piece play. There's men on the overlap if they can get the ball there. He manages to hold on to the ball. Gets the ball over Berra. Dives over. And yes, Nasinu are on the board. First try of the second half and they're back in this match. And of course that try to Berra in the corner. And this will be Nasinu's first try, Koli.
Yeah, kanjina todo ko. Abang bosan ni tutok serang apa kasih gitu na wale ninggit gitu kona turun komper naman alam manibit na gitu sa tumay ko sa aporta gitu tutok ito na tutok ni ile bunindang gitu rerevina kasarti ko nangonong ko abang bimbi pa na matitime Rewa may beruton na matitime ni Rewa kapataling kini beruton na matitime Nasinu.
That's him on the screen right now. Your try scorer for Nasinu has had a quiet game. This is probably one of the more important tries that he scores in the 5 rounds of the Vodafone Vanua Championship. As Nasinu have a quick team talk, and now very important conversion for this young boy. Bola. Rewa fans trying to psych him out. He want to get this one, get a good shot on it. Right near the sideline, gets the height, gets the distance, but unfortunately direction is a bit off. Unconverted try, but Nasinu on the board, and this will be their first opportunity to reset themselves and get back into this match. Koli.
Iya kan ina todo ko apan na matitim ramdo na kan kukunita tang magerto ta kabati ko ka ndrekin na be matitim ni Nasinu na todo ang gata kitung maye iya tumita makaron na nusko na matitim Nasinu yo na revna ka merto na pandi tigir total tiko en norto sanga merto na tamba katalin tunos ko meron ni ruto na pandi tigir tuting may nilalok ni gito ko iya na kay mantang sambi to ratong Rewa san biasa nga Rewa men na maroto ka pandi tigir to kan nilalok ni gito ko.
Nasinu with the ball. Goes across the field, doesn't go out. There's an opportunity here for Rewa if they get the ball, but he couldn't get the ball back, unfortunately. So it's going to be a knock-on for Rewa, and I think Nasinu will get the feed as we have the number 3 for Rewa, Sukambula coming back on after that yellow card. So Rewa back to their full complement, and of course now an opportunity to clear from their danger zone. Koli.
Pero itu na matitim Nasinu itu sini vital no pinati ko Koli ko bunito ko nakin natapay ato ko nanon to o tatang kumagi pataling kin nakin kuda ko na polo ndrebi na kamerto na vital no pinaka pambuta ya na presasarangan ni ningito pataling kin na kay sarto wili karati ko isang biniti ko Rewa nangonong ko.
Nasinu with another Rewa with another substitution. Coming on is 19 Bale. He'll be adding to this Rewa pack that has been very impressive this afternoon here at this Vodafone Vanua Championship match. Nasinu with the scrum. They want to clear the ball. Traditionally, in the early rounds, Nasinu would always try and get a penalty from this type of area, but they want to clear it out quickly. They need to get inside the attacking zone of Rewa, build some phases, get another try on the board and be back in this match. Big push coming from Rewa. It's an advantage to Nasinu. They have the ball, Nasinu. Penalty to Nasinu, so they'll want to clear the ball quickly. Opts for the tap. Hulk takes the ball up quickly, but the defense was waiting for him. He did take advantage of it. Not 10 meters, Rewa. So Rewa marched back another 10 meters and it's still a penalty. Bowler with the ball. He'll want to get a good kick, get it inside the half. Ref just calming everybody down. Temper's getting a bit heated in this pressure cooker game. Good kick from Bola. Ball doesn't go out. But unfortunately, it was a knock-on. Unfortunate that occasion, Koli. He did have possession, but it was a knock-on, unfortunately.
Knock-on ya?
Oh, but the ref is calling a penalty.
Saan dyan?
Tap and go from Nasinu. They want to catch him out, napping the space on the open side. Nasinu with the ball. He does slip and fall. Hulk, he does have possession though. Rewa fighting to get the ball back. But now it's a penalty to Rewa, Koli.
Kau kartungan nailok ni gitu. Roberta tu nama tadi Rewa. Enan Robin gatita katigo. Odi menang lago daki. Iyo, aku sana lu sini cingani kuah. Sana mai dapat tantungan kita nontongi dan lu menyambak ko. Narusang kuku sa tungoro na timirong ko. Odi menang lago daki.
Ref just explaining. Pressure relieving kick for Rewa. Gets it just short of the halfway, Rewa. That was a good clearing kick. Relieving the pressure on that occasion. Nasinu getting a bit frustrated. They'll need to get the ball back quickly. Nasinu line out defensively has been good. They've been able to win a few against the throwers with Nasinu bringing another reserve. Fresh legs on the field. Number 18, Tiko, comes on. Good take from Rewa. Set piece play once again. This is where they're dangerous. Rewa looking for that space, that open man. Ball bounces, but they do have the ball. Good tackle from Berra from Nasinu on that occasion. He tries to get the pass away, but it is a penalty to Nasinu. They'll want to get the ball deep inside the half of Rewa and get a quick try, Koli.
Reka na botila orto da kapten gormat tim Nasinu to sanga chukur to boto tolo sanga me bakanir to sa kata chukur no tonguna erto na sanga merto na tambaka ento na sko meron na bandi tegir to me bakanir to sa wili to nangon nango ni sa bola kan mai taban gitu.
Just short of the 22-meter line, Nasinu. Rewa's defense has been very impressive this afternoon in this match. They've repelled attack after attack, not allowing Nasinu to settle into their traditional gameplay, not allowing Nasinu to use their big forwards to drive the ball up and, of course, create space. Rewa have come to this game very well prepared this afternoon. They try to disrupt the line out. It is scrappy. Rewa clear the ball quickly out. Ref says play on. Oh no, ref blows it up. I think it's going to be a scrum. Yeah, looks to be a scrum and a feed to Rewa. This is what's frustrating Nasinu, Koli. Rewa is making it very difficult for them to set their plays.
Dokang orto na kang kumero kia ngoni ngona ngorna ilolo ni kitur to sanga jukur to orto kila bina kana na ilolo ni kitur to bertacu man tim Nasinu lo menipitan kit sauti yo nakawala ngarto ran ni kaptur matim Rewa orto na sanga merto na pakararan na tiko na orto sa sanga na mata tim Nasinu.
Time is against Nasinu. They'll really need to push, try and get a tight head. Rewa clear the ball quickly. This guy's got a really good boot. This is number 23 for Rewa, Naivalu. Looking for options on both sides, but the defense from Rewa does come up. He breaks the first, but that's a horrible pass. Nasinu under a lot of pressure now. Rewa really pushing through. It's a knock-on advantage to Rewa. They have the ball. Something happened in the back play. We'll check it out later. Right now, Rewa with the ball just short of the 22. Rewa with possession. The Nasinu defense hasn't set quickly. Cut out pass. There's a bit of space. Winger for Rewa breaks the first tackle and the second. Berra comes across, but he can't stop him. Manages to get him. They're about 5 meters short. Rewa with the ball. Taken strongly by the number 8 for Rewa on that occasion. Tamata. And I think it's another penalty. Oh, it's a penalty to Nasinu. They're tapping and going. Time isn't working for them, so they get the big ball across the goalpost. Pressure coming through from Rewa, but yes, they're not 10 meters Rewa. It's going to be another penalty to Nasinu. Clock is ticking. Hulk has the ball. Tap and go. They're really up against it now, Nasinu. They're deep inside their own 22. They have the possession. Rewa defense holding. One up tackle. Good defense from Rewa. Fighting for possession, but Nasinu has the ball. Bowler with the cutout pass. There's space on the open side. Rewa defense coming across. They need Berra to get into the open space. It's one-on-one. And a good tackle from Rewa. The Rewa defender coming across Koli. Good defense.
Totoo mo ko tiya pambutan ni Rainbow to talambak nga ombera na line out. Usa already linesman ni sa lapit to kana na kuila. Pambuta solid yung go na line out, wana matitimin ni Rewa.
Time is running out for Nasinu. Rewa have had a really good game this afternoon. They've really stopped Nasinu from setting in their pieces, their set piece play and disrupting the ball for Nasinu, Koli.
Kanji na todo ko.
Good win, good line out win on that occasion. Clearing the ball down. There's about just under 5 minutes left in the second half. Nasinu with the ball. They'll want to get the ball down very quickly.
Whoa.
Looks for the pass. Doesn't really work out. And that really sums up Nasinu's game this afternoon. Nothing has worked. But now, of course, Rewa with the ball. Chasing it through. The defenders are coming through. Fortunately, just goes out on that occasion. Clock is still ticking. That missed pass that we just saw, Koli, really sums up Nasinu's game today.
Iya, kanjina to ko. Kaya baka arto ator mo maluan nila ko ning kitong ko na mati Nasinu nanu to pipasa tagi maya. Kaya raw sarang nil tu tambagan do na squad rerib na tanggit itu.
Nasinu frustrated, not being able to get possession, not being able to get into their rhythm. It's a line out to Nasinu. Taken at the back. Nasinu with the ball, but they're inside their 22. They're on the wrong side of the park. Time is against them. Wedlock, who's had a great tournament and a great game, takes it up strongly. Bit of a fumble there from Nasinu. Pressure coming through from Rewa. Ref trying to clear that ruck. Hulk takes it up, but he loses it, unfortunately. It is a penalty to Nasinu. Rewa defense is a little bit too eager on that occasion.
Ya ore tentu ngono ko sa ore referee ni sa reta na nakaloko. Ang butan ni Resabo pole ko tumbakan ni ato pemain ng unang meta bikin ng kitong ko. Totok ko na marro ko na polo na mati tim ni Rewa. Kaya na to patatan na ko na ilalo na gito tubi parta tum na mati ni Nasinu.
A lot of pressure coming through from Rewa on that occasion. Nasinu will need a clean line-out. Their line-outs haven't been good this afternoon, Nasinu. Couldn't keep a clean line-out from on that occasion. Ref says play on. Baller with the long pass, looking for open space on the open side. Rewa defense gets there. They're trying to get the ball to Berra as much as possible, but the defense has really made sure he doesn't have any space today. It's been very difficult for Nasinu to really break the tackles, get through the open space, and make it through to the game line. They're caught behind the game line once again. Nasinu. There was defense holding. Baller with no option but the low grabber. Here we are once again. Decides to keep it back inside there. Baller back with the ball for Nasinu. Chases his own kick, but the Rewa defense holding. Good chase from ball on the occasion, very brave from the first five. Nasinu has possession, but it is a scrum to Rewa. Just keeping an eye on the ref's time, and that's it. Koli looks to be one of the biggest upsets since round one. Rewa defeating Nasinu by 23 points to 14.
Kanjina todo ko opombotan ni sa to buli to pinakasaramay na to hombok na matitim ni Rewa ay nilalaro gito to ngol mekina ka to sa panti tanto kan ni raniro to na may mayuin ni sini ko baluto kala to sa panduka uti na matim Nasinu.
That's right. It's been a great game, and of course, Rewa came very well prepared, defeating the much fancied Nasinu 23-14, marching on to the quarterfinals next week against Overlau, which will be an uphill battle because they are playing one of the premier teams in the competition.
Iya kanjina todo ko kaya counting kita ka o ko na best player ni sini ko en na raw ni nasulito ko bembulay en nabugo ni non na lewa mataw en kaya besul lagi tingin pol. Walang siyang bulay.
Walang It's so hard to choose. They really had a really good game. Both of them. I would also throw David's name in as well, the fullback. He had a great game, scored that awesome try to lead to take Nasinu through. And of course, that brings a close here from Marcelin Grounds. On behalf of the one and only Koli and myself, have yourselves a great weekend, levu, and we'll see you next week for the quarterfinals right here, Vodafone Vanua Championship, MaiTV.